What if I told you that 90% of your conflicts, missed deadlines, and ruined relationships stem from one toxic habit, and you're probably doing it right now? That habit is criticism. Dale Carnegie warned us decades ago in How to Win Friends and Influence People that the simple act of condemning others can derail careers, friendships, and even entire projects. Today, we're going deep into why criticizing backfires, whether it's that snarky Slack message, a careless tweet, or a public rant on social media. Back in the day, a young Abraham Lincoln nearly found himself in a life or death duel because of public insults. His public jabs escalated tensions until a last-minute intervention saved him from a deadly outcome. Fast forward to today, imagine a heated email in your office. You're unprofessional. That derails a $20,000 deal in minutes. Whether in history or in modern business, targeting someone's pride sets off a chain reaction of defensiveness and resentment. Carnegie's message is clear. Attacking a person's character rarely yields positive change. Instead, approach problems with curiosity and collaboration. In our digital age, a thoughtless comment can spark viral outrage, but a well-placed supportive message can diffuse even the hottest debate. Let's dive deeper into what happens inside our brains when we're criticized. Ever wonder why hearing "you're wrong" makes you instantly defensive? When criticized, your brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone, triggering what scientists call an amygdala hijack. This means logic and creativity vanish as your brain enters survival mode. Whether it's a boss's harsh email or a friend's offhand comment on social media, your mind isn't processing facts, it's protecting your pride. Imagine a scenario. You receive feedback like, "This presentation is garbage." Instead of listening, your brain gears up to defend itself. But if the same idea is shared as, "I love your presentation, but have you considered tweaking the third slide?" you're more likely to make positive changes. Understanding this reaction is the first step in replacing criticism with constructive dialogue. Picture this: two business partners are closing a $20,000 deal. In a moment of frustration, one snaps, "You're so unprofessional." In that instant, the deal collapses as trust shatters. Now imagine if instead of pointing fingers, the partner had said, "I'm noticing some challenges. What support do you need?" Suddenly, instead of a dead-end conversation, a dialogue begins and the deal survives. In today's fast-paced world, where every business interaction can make or break a future opportunity, your words matter. A single insult can cost you not only money but also long-term credibility. This high-stakes example reminds us, when you choose empathy over criticism, you're investing in lasting success. Social media is a battlefield of opinions. You could publicly vent with a tweet like, "At brand X totally ruins everything," and risk igniting a firestorm. Or you could send a private message saying, "Hi, I noticed an issue with my order. Can we work together on a solution?" Which one do you think gets better results? When you criticize publicly, the other party goes defensive, and the conversation devolves into digital bickering. But a respectful DM can lead to an apology, a refund, or even improved service. In our hyper-connected world, choose the path that builds bridges rather than burning them. Social media isn't about winning arguments, it's about creating genuine solutions. In today's remote work culture, a single Slack message can set off a chain of misunderstandings. Think about that "fix this ASAP" message that sounds like a declaration of war. Your colleagues, already juggling multiple time zones and projects, might interpret it as an attack rather than a request for help. Instead, try, "I'm stuck on task X. Can we hop on a quick call to brainstorm a solution?" A small shift in tone transforms an adversarial conversation into a problem-solving session. This is especially crucial in our digital workplaces, where tone is often lost in text. Remember, remote work demands extra empathy and clear communication. Replace harsh commands with open-ended questions and watch your team's productivity soar. Imagine a dad catching his teenager leaving every light on. In a flash, he exclaims, "You're wasting electricity," and the teen retorts with an eye roll. But what if instead he said, "Hey, let's save some money for that new game. How about we check the lights together?" Suddenly, it's not a scolding session, it's a shared goal. This small, relatable moment shows that even minor criticisms can spark resistance, while a friendly approach fosters cooperation. Modern families, just like digital teams, respond best when you turn blame into collaboration. So next time you're tempted to criticize, ask, how can we fix this together? It might just turn conflict into connection. A startup's app was crashing daily, deadlines were missed, and tension was high. Managers hurled blame. Who's messing up our code? This constant finger-pointing drove developers into defensive silos. Then a new team leader stepped in and declared, no more blame. Let's identify the issues together and fix them. The shift was palpable. Developers began owning up to mistakes and proposing fixes without fear of public humiliation. Within weeks, the bug count dropped, morale improved, and productivity soared. The lesson: criticism shuts down creativity and accountability, while a culture of collective problem-solving unlocks true potential. This isn't just about coding. It's about fostering an environment where every team member feels safe to innovate. Have you ever seen a LinkedIn rant that ends up doing more harm than good? When someone blasts a team online, they risk alienating colleagues and damaging their professional reputation. Instead of posting, "My team is terrible at meeting deadlines," try this approach. Give a public shout-out for successes and address issues privately with a message like, "Can we discuss how to optimize our workflow?" This method not only preserves dignity, but also positions you as a true leader who values constructive feedback over public shaming. In today's interconnected professional world, a well-crafted, empathetic message can be your greatest asset, both online and in the boardroom. Arguments in personal relationships often spiral out of control. Picture this: a partner blurts, "You never listen," and the other instantly retreats into silence or defensiveness. Now consider an alternative. "I feel unheard when we talk about our future. Can we take a moment to understand each other's perspective?" The tone shifts from accusation to collaboration, creating space for empathy. This small change can transform conflict into an opportunity for deeper connection. Whether you're dealing with everyday annoyances or major disagreements, avoiding criticism and instead inviting dialogue is key to sustaining love and respect. Remember, relationships thrive on understanding, not on trading harsh words. Choose connection over confrontation every time. We've all been there, stuck in traffic, cursing behind the wheel. But does yelling at the car ahead clear the road? Of course not. When you vent about idiot drivers on a jam-packed highway, you only raise your stress levels and do nothing to improve your situation. Instead, try turning up your favorite podcast or calling a friend for a laugh. It's not about giving up. It's about channeling that frustration into something constructive. In our daily lives, just as in traffic, acceptance and a positive spin can lower stress and open your mind to new solutions. Take a deep breath next time you're stuck. Your mood and your day will thank you. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, commit to not criticizing, condemning, or complaining. Sounds simple. It's harder than you think. Each day, monitor your conversations, be it on social media, at work, or with family. If you catch yourself about to vent, pause and reframe your thought. Instead of saying, "This meeting is pointless," try, "How can we make this session more engaging?" Share your progress in the comments using the hashtag #NoComplaintsChallenge. You might even inspire someone else to join. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress and building better communication habits that can transform your relationships and productivity. Ready to take the challenge? Let's see what a week of constructive feedback can do. Dale Carnegie's advice isn't just for the 1930s. It's a blueprint for modern life. In an era of constant digital communication, his message to never criticize, condemn, or complain rings truer than ever. Think about your daily interactions. From heated social media debates to terse text messages at work, the principles remain the same. Replace public rants with private, empathetic conversations. Whether you're on Slack, Zoom, or even texting your best friend, a small shift in language can spark big changes. This isn't about being overly nice or avoiding tough conversations. It's about building trust and opening up genuine dialogue. When you apply these timeless lessons to everyday tech-driven interactions, you not only save relationships, but also unlock better teamwork and more creative solutions. Let's see how you can use these strategies across all areas of your life. Criticizing someone in front of others not only embarrasses them, it shuts down any chance of meaningful change. Picture a manager publicly berating an employee for a mistake. The employee's pride takes over and they become defensive. Now imagine the same feedback delivered privately. I noticed an issue with the report. Can we discuss how to fix it? This approach respects their dignity and invites collaboration. In every sphere, from family dinners to boardroom meetings, taking criticism offline is the key to turning conflict into constructive dialogue. People respond better when they're not forced to defend their self-worth in front of others. When you protect someone's dignity, you open the door to real improvement and mutual respect. Here's a secret to transforming every negative moment into an opportunity for growth. Replace complaints with collaboration. Instead of saying, "You always mess this up," try this simple formula. Acknowledge the issue. I see there's a problem here. Clarify its impact. This delay is affecting our client's trust. Collaborate on a solution. What can we do together to fix this? This three-step approach shifts the focus from blame to problem-solving. It transforms a potentially explosive conversation into a constructive dialogue. Whether you're talking to a teammate, a partner, or even a stranger online, this method builds bridges and inspires accountability. Give it a try next time you feel the urge to complain. You might be surprised at how quickly tensions diffuse. Research backs up what Carnegie has been preaching for decades. Harvard Business Review reports that teams avoiding blame solve problems up to 40% faster than those mired in criticism. Another study shows that managers can waste up to 20–40% of their time handling conflicts instead of driving innovation. When criticism triggers defensiveness, creative solutions never see the light of day. By fostering a culture of constructive feedback and psychological safety, companies not only improve productivity, they create happier, more motivated teams. This isn't about sugarcoating. It's about practical, research-backed strategies that save time, money, and relationships. Numbers don't lie. When you ditch the blame game, everyone wins. A single harsh comment can spark a cascade of negative reactions. Imagine a team meeting where one person criticizes a minor mistake in a harsh tone. The ripple effect can derail the entire session. When someone is publicly shamed, the impact goes far beyond that moment. Trust is lost, morale dips, and creative risk-taking grinds to a halt. Conversely, a gentle, understanding remark can have a ripple effect of positivity. Whether you're at work, home, or scrolling through your feed, remember that every word counts. Your comments can either lift people up or tear them down, setting the tone for future interactions. Choose your words carefully and watch as a small act of kindness transforms the whole dynamic. Whether you're in a heated online gaming session or sending out a crucial work email, the way you communicate can make or break outcomes. In competitive games, toxic chat can ruin teamwork and lead to losses. Similarly, a curt, blaming email at work can derail projects and sour relationships. Instead, adopt the habit of pausing and rephrasing. I noticed an issue. What can we do to fix it? This not only diffuses tension, but also fosters a sense of shared responsibility. These everyday scenarios remind us that no matter where you are, on a Discord server or in a corporate boardroom, empathy and constructive feedback go a long way. It's time to level up your communication skills and transform every interaction into a win-win. Whether you're in a heated online gaming session or sending out a crucial work email, the way you communicate can make or break outcomes. In competitive games, toxic chat can ruin teamwork and lead to losses. Similarly, a curt, blaming email at work can derail projects and sour relationships. Instead, adopt the habit of pausing and rephrasing. I noticed an issue. What can we do to fix it? This not only diffuses tension, but also fosters a sense of shared responsibility. These everyday scenarios remind us that no matter where you are, on a Discord server or in a corporate boardroom, empathy and constructive feedback go a long way. It's time to level up your communication skills and transform every interaction into a win-win. Let's break it down into a simple, repeatable formula for effective communication. Acknowledge the issue. I see there's a problem here. Clarify why it matters. This is impacting our progress relationship. Collaborate on a solution. What can we do together to fix this? This three-step method transforms potential conflicts into opportunities for growth. Instead of launching into a tirade, you set the stage for constructive dialogue. Whether you're dealing with a miscommunication at work or a personal disagreement at home, this approach helps maintain respect and encourages joint problem-solving. Give it a try next time you feel tension rising. Your relationships and projects will thank you. It's natural to want to lash out when we're frustrated. Criticism feels like a quick fix until you see its fallout. When someone is hit with a harsh remark, their pride kicks in and they immediately shift into self-defense. Think about how even hardened individuals, sometimes even criminals, find excuses rather than admitting mistakes. It's human nature to justify ourselves when attacked. This self-justification, whether in a heated family debate or a corporate showdown, only deepens divisions. The key is to recognize that our instincts to defend can prevent true resolution. It takes courage to pause, reflect, and choose collaboration over confrontation. Understanding why criticism backfires is the first step in retraining your response, and it can change your life. Here are some actionable tips to help you replace criticism with constructive dialogue every day. Pause before you speak. Take a deep breath and count to 3. Rephrase your words. Instead of "you always mess this up," try "I've noticed an issue, let's fix it together." Focus on solutions. Direct your energy toward problem solving, not blaming. Whether you're chatting on social media, handling a customer complaint, or discussing household chores, these simple strategies can turn friction into fruitful conversations. Over time, these small changes build a habit of empathy and cooperation, making every interaction a chance to grow and connect. Real change comes from real stories. Consider the case of a marketing manager named Sam, who used to fire off group messages blaming his team for missed deadlines. After reading How to Win Friends and Influence People, Sam switched tactics. Instead of shouting, he started having one-on-one chats with each team member, asking, "What's holding you back?" The result? His team's performance skyrocketed and client satisfaction soared. Or think about a friend who used to rage online but now uses calm, constructive replies, even to trolls, and has built a reputation as a thoughtful leader in their community. These personal transformations aren't isolated. They're proof that changing your approach can transform relationships and careers. What's your story? Reflect on how small shifts can lead to big wins. Let's recap the key lessons. Criticism triggers defensiveness. Complaining solves nothing. Constructive feedback builds trust. From historical anecdotes with Lincoln to modern boardroom blunders, the message is clear. Empathy and collaboration yield results far superior to harsh words. Whether in personal relationships, online interactions, or professional settings, shifting from blame to problem-solving can transform outcomes. By embracing emotional intelligence and treating others with respect, you not only improve your relationships, but also foster an environment where creativity and trust can flourish. Remember, it's not about being weak. It's about being smart and compassionate in today's complex world. You've seen how one shift in communication can save deals, mend relationships, and even change lives. Now it's your turn. The next time you feel that urge to criticize or complain, pause, ask yourself, what's the goal here? And choose to be part of the solution instead of the problem. Hit save now so you can revisit these strategies when negativity creeps in. Share this video with that friend, colleague, or family member who could use a positivity boost. Embrace empathy, collaborate, and watch your world transform. Because when you stop condemning and start connecting, you're not just changing your words, you're changing your life. Let's make empathy go viral.